What is vocal stunt performance? If we draw a parallel with movies, a stuntman woman is a person who performs stunts that are too dangerous or physically demanding for the actors to do. They are hired to perform dangerous stunts and other physical action in place of actors. Stuntmen are highly trained professionals who have experience in performing stunts and are skilled in various physical activities such as martial arts, gymnastics. In voice acting, we could define a vocal stunt performer as a person who performs vocal stunt, for example, sustained projected sound, extreme voices, technique, etc., that are too dangerous or vocally demanding for the voice actors to do sustainably. Vocal stunt performers are hired to perform vocally stressful sounds and extreme vocals. Vocal stunt performers are highly trained professionals who have years of experience in performing vocal stunt work and are skilled in various extreme vocal techniques. That being said, a regular actor can perform stunts the same way that a regular voice actor can perform vocal stunts. The reason we hire stuntmen and women in movies is because of their extensive training, which better equips them to handle the physical load and makes them less susceptible to physical injuries. While stuntmen are superficially more expensive, the precision, speed, and safety with which they can execute stunts save studios time and money. Now, if we think that it would be dangerous and unimaginable to hire an untrained actor in a movie to perform a complex stunt, in video games, sadly, it is quite the contrary. We are asking voice actors to perform sustainable, vocally stressful sound or extreme vocals without proper training. Of course, untrained voice actors can perform vocal stunt work and have been doing so for a very long time. Some can perform vocal stunt work without any apparent damage, but if not trained properly, in the long run, they are taking more risk than a trained vocal stunt performer and can seriously jeopardize their vocal health. Now, when it comes to vocal health, everybody's agreed that it is a priority, especially for people working with their voice. But too often, because they are paid for it, voice talents place themselves in a situation where the paycheck seems far more important than their own vocal health. Either they underestimate the risk involved or they overestimate their capability of performing vocal stunt work in a sustainable manner. If we take into consideration the risk associated with vocal stunt work and the fact that we should act to protect voice talent, even from the self, vocal stunt work should only be performed by trained vocal stunt performers, whether it is in movies or video games, period. Having said all this, there are a series of measures the industry can take, or has already partially taken, to better care for its voice talent. Reducing the length of the recording sessions or spreading them out over a longer period of time, preparing the recording sessions so that the intense sounds are recorded at the end, training voice directors to recognize signs of vocal stress and vocal fatigue, facilitating access to vocal health specialists, financing large-scale and longitudinal scientific studies on vocal stress and vocal fatigue. But all those measures, while being important, fail to address the main issue: the lack of knowledge regarding vocal anatomy and proper voice care among voice talent, and when it comes down to vocal stunt work, the lack of proper training. It is not because the knowledge is non-existent. It does exist. It is simply because, even with all the best intentions regarding voice talent's vocal health, and despite some noble efforts from people on this matter, we haven't really started taking it as seriously as we should. Vocal health is far more complex than just warming up, cooling down, vocal rest, and drinking water. Any vocal health specialist will tell you. Vocal health specialists can teach proper voice care, help prevent, identify, or treat vocal dysphonia. It is uncommon that they can produce extreme vocal themselves or teach you how to activate and sustain the different kinds of vocal distortion and vocal effects. As a result, they have a limited understanding of the sensation and progression linked to sustainable extreme voices. They may even view vocal distortion as vocal abuse and a source of vocal stress rather than a skill to be acquired. On the other hand, vocal stunt performers or extreme vocalists are capable of sustaining extreme voices, but usually have a limited understanding of the science and mechanisms behind these sounds. Despite their sensation-based knowledge, they often struggle as teachers because they rely heavily on personal experience and may unintentionally perpetuate vocal myths and inaccuracies, which is why we can recommend only a handful of extreme vocal coaches. This is why a balanced approach, combining scientific knowledge of anatomy, acoustics, and proper voice care of certified vocal health specialists, with the experience of longtime practitioners, is the most effective way to understand and learn sustainable extreme voices and ultimately become a trained vocal stunt performers. In the world of voice acting, we have witnessed a rise in the number of vocal coaches addressing extreme vocals or vocal stunt work. While we salute their efforts to help, the vast majority are offering options to mitigate the symptoms of vocal fatigue, but not providing proper training. They focus their workshop on warm-up and cool-down methods, while failing to address the skill of vocal stunt work, activating different vocal effects, building muscle memory, and learning how to reproduce these sounds sustainably. This whole process takes years of practice and hard work. Any athlete can warm up and cool down, but to be able to perform any physical activity, they must train intensively in their discipline, vocal stunt work, and the vocal effects that are encompassed in its practice is a discipline. Learning how to scream properly is a skill to acquire. This is why, if trained properly, vocal stunt performers are invaluable to the movie and video game industries. They can produce the sounds needed with realism while diminishing the risk involved in vocal stunt work. If the video game and movie companies truly care about the vocal health of their voice talents, they will need to hire trained vocal stunt performers to do vocal stunt work. And if the voice talent truly care about their vocal health, they will seek the necessary training before doing vocal stunt work. We hope this video was helpful to understand a bit more about what vocal stunt performance is, and if you are looking to train for vocal stunt work, visit our website and look for the Services for Talent section. We can definitely help.